Not trying to jinx him.
Nice backdoor. They love run.
Oh, what a block by Black.
Great save. Excellent defender.
I'd like to see Bacon maybe go inside, post up.
What a shot. Here's up over McCormick.
They're both so good in that lane.
Manic. Boy, they're hitting the glass on this end, aren't they? Davis. And they take advantage.
Just keep banging him around. He steps up.
Davis now drives. Makes it home.
That hesitation right there froze the deep.
Your return. It's he going to run at this end.
31-10 since halftime.
If they run the high ball screen, Baycott's got to roll hard to the rim. Not really getting down. He just stays out there.
Davis. Good move.
And I like that. Davis.
Not consistently. This is the go-to. Usually back screen the big to the box.
Davis.
Well, he can stop.
Leaky Black.
Big time blow by with some strength.
Power move, but a lot of touch. Davis.
Tough shot.
Oh, that's a two. Put on the line.
And look, since Mark Williams went to the bench, they have not gone inside to Bacon.
The guards have taken over, not looking in.
Baycott.
Nice help.
Nothing there. Goes back outside. Davis will fire it. Got it.
Pretty offensive player down there than Mark Williams.
And the graduate transfer from Marquette.
Nice hand.
Responding. Here's Davis. However, yes.
That kid is.
Get into the paint. Take advantage of your length and strength.
Black. Driving on John. Giving it up. Now Davis takes it inside. Oh, he's got a hot hand.
And Manic really not in position. I think frustrated by the miss. Getting 5-6 feet for the knockdown. Roach is on Manic now.
Here's Davis. Got the separation. Moore. Change of speeds. Carolina comes away with it.
Yeah, Moore tried to get the contact there instead of just going up strong.
Davis, a little out of control, but will set and shoot.
Unbelievable. Trying to keep up with him.
Between North Carolina and St. Peter's.
Yeah, and I think what Shaheen Holloway is trying to do here is just take North Carolina out of their rhythm, even though they have it. No problems breaking the press. Take a little time off the clock, but just try to chip away at this lead. It's 14 now. If they could get it under 10 single digits by the time the half rolls around, that would be a win for St. Peter's at this point.
Davis, cross, lean, bucket.
That was a set just there where Banks could have gotten that mid-range jumper the first time he touched it, but the closeouts have been terrific by North Carolina, forcing different looks for St. Peter's to go into different types of dribble drives, dribble shots, just not comfortable at all.
North Carolina, no rush, down to 6. Davis contested, he can't hit.
From out there, interesting style for UCLA, but it worked on that play because of Bernard's creativity.
It's an 8-0 run. Nearly 5 minutes of action without a point, and that ends with the Davis silky smooth jump shot.
Watch that pick and roll. Every time down, it seems like they run the pick and roll. Now it's a small versus a big. Let's see if he breaks him down off the dribble.
Davis, outstanding handle. Stop and go for Davis. Drags the big with him. Now takes him to the outside with 10 to shoot. Lines it up. Buries it. A 3.
Either you break him down one way, you bring him right back out. You stand well defended. Not only underneath by Manic just then, but also well defended by the perimeter players for Carolina.
Just the 5th turnover for the Bruins. North Carolina can take the lead. Manic hands to Davis. Switch. He's got the big.
And pulls himself out to give a little running room.
For 2, bottom.
See, that's a little guard trick right there. You have them, but you want to.
First team All-ACC selection. Finished runner-up. Did Bacon. Player of the year in the ACC. Highly decorated teams both. Yeah. North Carolina coming in here as an 8 seed. They were firmly on the bubble until they got hot late. Matter of fact, they've won 13 of their last 16 games. put together a 6-game win streak late, including a win on the road at Duke in Coach K's final game.
Nice
with one to shoot.
But that's a key indicator when Carolina is rolling, and that is going to be tough to stop.
Offensive rebound. Love has missed badly twice. A little bit of concern early. Well, that's got no concern here
in this game because he puts so much pressure and stress on the defense that other things open up.
Both of these teams starting their day early. Oh, Davis, he's cooking her. Three-pointer missed in the corner from Flagler. Second chance and throws it right away. Does Thamba. Here's Davis, had the hot hand early, and he stays that way.
Why not?
Here with Baylor, I mean, they're being forced into some difficult shots.
Well, they are. Look, listen. They had 24 assists in the last game. They only have 2 right now. So you got to give a lot of credit to the North Carolina defense for not allowing them to get those open looks off the dribble penetration.
Davis again. Wow. And another one is good.
Down low, but able to contest that shot.
And Brown for 3. Comes up short. And a foul fire. No. I thought he was touched going in.
Got numbers to Carolina.
Steps in for a 2, and R.J. Davis. Love's been quiet. 21 first half points against Marquette. Went for 23 in the game. Manic. 10 to shoot now for Carolina. In the corner, Davis. Oh, Davis! 3-point game. Akenjo to tie it. No, short. Baycott clears the rebound.
Didn't need it. I thought that was a little bit too early.
Akenjo playing with 4 fouls as well. You got to be careful. Minute and a half to go. First overtime. What an incredible game this has been. Carolina has not surrendered, though. Here's Davis. Davis is fouled, and it goes! It says here, like the GOAT. Is this fact checked? Debate the GOATness. R.J. Davis gives it up. Leaky Black in the corner, cut off by Greg Elliott. His first minutes on the floor. And Davis for 3 and a long-range hit.
Oklahoma State High School Player of the Year over Mark Price and Wayman Tisdale. They were juniors. That was an award that went to seniors.
Yeah. Davis. Count it.
Davis with a tough drop to this round. Winner moving on to the semifinals. Kihei Clark will lose it on the dribble. Turned over back to Black. Ahead to Love. On the finish, Davis will lay it in. They're shoveling up there. It won't drop. Taps in. His own miss. It took a tumble.
Coming up, especially when you're shooting the basketball as well as they have.
Davis can't bury it. Kept alive by Johnson. And another effort coming here for the Tar Heels. Under 8 minutes to go. Been plenty of drama. We've had 3 overtime games in this tournament. Davis with the shot clock winding down will hit it. Beating the winner of this one. North Carolina quickly moving that way. Davis denied, but not on the second effort.
Good bucket for the Blue Devils. Getting the crazies even louder. Well, Jeremy Roach has been so good this year, but especially since that Virginia game. He had 15 points against Virginia coming off the bench and did a great job on Kihei Clark, who had 18 points in that first half, and he shut him off. What a drive by R.J. Davis. Banchero is so quick to that second jump. Just beat Black to the ball. And they're missing Baycott right now. Davis. Another strong drive. R.J. play. Well, that's where he's going to be effective, is taking on Leaky Black and trying to overpower. If he gets a bigger guy on him, maybe Manic, or if Baycott ever has to switch out on him, then you can pick and pop. You can take him out on the perimeter, make the closeout longer. But he's got to drive Leaky Black. Davis with a big on him, and Theo Johnny goes around him, and that should be illegal. Carolina by 1 past the midway point of the first half. Looking for what would be by far their most significant win of the season. If they can pull it off, and again, you would think they are safe, but this would certainly lock it up. What a start for R.J. Davis. Switch again. And Carroll from the elbow this time. Rebound to Davis, and Carolina's got time to get a final look.
That was a good shot, but would have liked to have seen him get to the basket rather than settle for the pull-up.
Davis launches a three and hits it. What a big shot for Carolina. Baycott takes it away, knocks it away from Moore. Here's Davis just barreling his way through traffic, and Carolina. Manic's already got 4 threes tonight. Moore the miss, Davis the rebound. Less than 7 to go, Carolina in the lead. Again, the ball screen. Davis with a floater, and Leaky Black have each sat for just 2 minutes. Davis, boy, they leave him wide open, and he makes them pay.
Oh, that's so mature this year. Leads the Carolina team in plus minus, and one of the best defenders in the country. They got a matchup here with Jeremy Roach on Baycott.
They can't get it to him. Now Davis driving on Banchero. 2 more for R.J. Davis.
Adding on Jimmy Boeheim, and Mom loves it. Her husband coaching, her 2 sons playing, and a 9-0 lead here on the road for the Orange.
And this is the best possible start for Syracuse. Got off to a slow start against Duke on their home floor last time out, but they have returned the favors. R.J. Davis knocked on the first.
They look like they're going to play Florida State in their first game. Then they could get Duke, but do they have to go even further than that to have a chance to get to the NCAA tournament?
I believe at this point they're going to have to win the ACC tournament in order to get there. And that would mean winning 4 games in 4 days. But we've seen that happen before in Brooklyn.
Loose ball bounces to R. He's got 21 to match his number with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
So you know what that means. Automatically have to shoot it next time you touch it, regardless of where you are.
That's page 1 of the Corey Alexander rules of basketball. Turnaround Davis, yes.
And Dickie V on the call. So it's always better when Dickie V's on the call in one of those games.
Hubert is senior in your freshman year, is that right?
That is correct. And they were number 4 in the country, very good team. And of course they won the national championship the next year, so they just need to get rid of Hubert.
Davis for 3. Yes. 3 short minutes in the first half for Williams, during which time he picked up a couple of fouls and got sent back to Coach Autry for a little lesson.
But I tell you this, the fact that he's back in the game in the second half means that Jim Boeheim's confidence is growing in Benny Williams. There are times where he may not have gotten this opportunity in the second half.
Davis from the corner. Great ball movement around the perimeter. Gerard trying to get by R.J. Davis. Can't do it. Forced into a tough shot. Boy, a couple of really good defensive stands here in overtime by Carolina.
You know, Dan, and that's the issue with North Carolina. When you play defense the way they have over the last few possessions and the end regulation, you wonder why they don't do this all the time. They could be a much better defensive team than they show all season.
Manic to Black. Black to Davis. Davis for 3.
On pass in there, a little backcourt pressure.
Carolina is so much bigger, especially in the front court, than State. State really playing with just 1 big and 4 guards.
They got Manic matched up on pass. Size advantage. He finds a cutting Davis. Cam Hayes over Walton.
That's a great sign for the Wolfpack. Cam Hayes has struggled this year.
Struggles have been amplified in conference play as R.J. Davis. Hayes has knocked down a couple of threes, turns it over. Tar Heels bringing an armada down court, and Davis.
Where North Carolina has not guarded the ball as effectively as they need to, given up a couple paint points, but overall it's been solid and they've had really good energy.
Not with injuries as well, so they won't be at full strength tonight in Stillwater. 2-point lead for the Cardinals here in Chapel Hill, 10 minutes into the game.
Carolina setting a lot of ball screens in the middle third of the floor. That tends to eliminate help.
R.J. Davis, yes. Would be in the running for ACC Defensive Player of the Year. It's a number of players, but Leaky Black certainly in the conversation.
And Mark Williams just covers up the rim.
Nice drive, and it goes for R.J. Spins around Manic and lays it in.
Tough move by Withers inside. He's a strong player that can play both inside and out, but he's
much better inside. Good crossover by R.J. Davis and the fancy.
Or just a screen and roll and just a careless pass.
And how about R.J. Davis? Another steal, another bucket.
We're on a 7-0 run to take this 4-point lead. R.J. Davis through traffic, high off the window, and it rolls in. 2-point basket. Pretty early, getting downhill once again. Here's Davis squeezing in. Missed it first and then finishes it. Only one late field goal in about the last 5 minutes for North Carolina's team. North Carolina has quieted this rowdy Virginia Tech crowd with some hot shooting, and it continues. Caleb Love with another beautiful.
There's Burton sneaking through, trying to skip it back out the Horton. It's a foot race. Davis has got it, gets to the basket and scores his first field goal of the night.
Experience as a college head coach. He's never seen anything like this. He's talked about this, the most inexperienced team that he's coached for a very long time. But then you think about the fact that it's not just the first-year players. It's
the 7-footer Ngom powering his way up. Can't finish that. Rebound tapped out to Davis. He's going to penetrate, flying right by everybody.
After 8.5 minutes being played of game action for Florida State, the first field goal comes. Cam Fletcher driving to the basket.
FSU just recently fell to 9-16 Pitt last time out. Love on the drive and kick. Davis swooping in. Too quick. Caleb Love, he got sealed. He made a terrific pass, and Manick made the shot that won them the game.
And that's where Caleb Love can be at his best, attacking like he is right now, creating opportunities for his teammates.
Scored Caleb Mills out with an injury, turn an ankle. Taking almost the same number of shots, which is kind of hard to believe. Davis on the drive and a finish, and he'll be at the
from the side. That's one you got to call. You don't get that one.
Davis with a quick dribble, sticks it, a two-pointer. And the bank shot by Raekwon Evans. Native American Indian, the very first to play for FSU basketball out of Billings, Montana. Leaky Black looking to get the pass into the corner and stuck by Davis.
Sleeping. There might be no sleep till Brooklyn for Hunter Tyson. He tries to make his return, perhaps ACC tournament time. They're down his 10 points, 6 boards a game. Hall lines up the three, had a good look at it, gets nothing but front rim.
She was referring to the relentless play of the 6'10 sophomore.
In the second half, Clemson has climbed the ladder to within one multiple times. Can they second half? Bolstering Baycott's effort. Love with a hand in his face. Black takes it away as the Tigers tried to run and retake the lead. Side David Collins with 4 for the Tigers. What's your best estimate, Debbie, of how long Baycott sits?
Well, I think as long as it's a 1 or 2 possession game, I don't think you need to take a chance on putting him in. And I think the way Caleb Love and R.J. Davis have played, I think you got to trust these 2 sophomore guards. He was right there on the catch. Good acceleration off that action.
And after a defensive possession like that, he comes to the offensive end, gasping for every intake. Baycott had Hall on his back. He gets 3/4 high and seals it off.
Each team even there. It's so deflating for North Carolina to get a stop and then come down and miss a shot. They've got to start getting some scores consistently.
Manick
somehow salvage that. That looked like a turnover about to happen. R.J. Davis absorbs some.
Mark Williams to change the angle of that screen to let Roach downhill. And Brady Manick having to stay in front of him, but he had to give him space that allowed that little floater. Good move.
R.J. Davis, a beautiful shot over the outer right to the bucket and score.
Well, Duke spreading the floor, taking Armando Bacot away from the rim. Brady Manick not a shot blocker. A horn set for North Carolina.
Less adventurous as Roach got picked again. Last 10 North Carolina coaches, including Hubert Davis, only 3 of them have won their first game against Duke, and Hubert will not join that list tonight. R.J. Davis.
Filled in for Chris Mack during Mack's 6-game suspension early back in November.
And also, won a tournament in the Bahamas where they beat Mississippi State and Maryland. So he's got quality wins to his credit. But, of course, he would love to have this one.
Davis will ended his Sooner career as Oklahoma's 14th all-time leading scorer. R.J. Davis, 42% outside that three-point line. You're going to swing it to Leaky Black. Shot clock a factor now down to 6. Davis against Ellis. Nice little finger roll to lay it. Curry, tough angle.
And North Carolina has numbers. Curry down in the backcourt.
Black. Back for Davis. A good look. Yes, knocks down a 3.
Throughout this one, Bacot shooting 50% from the field, but still 9 points, 9 rebounds in the first half.
Yeah, almost a double-double in the first half. A little follow-away here. And knocked in by Davis.
You're talking about a team that's had missed their last 4 shots and 4 turnovers to start this second half. So a big bucket by West.
Here's Davis from the corner. He drills it. A 3 by Love. Bacot was a huge part of that. Love. That's going to be a block out of the sky by Withers. Here's Davis. Yes, a triple.
I think he is, because I think there's a mismatch with him. I think he's too quick for Manick to guard on the perimeter.
First pack points from the freshman Terquavion Smith, 14 a game for the Greenville native.
He is so electric and exciting to watch. Scores at all 3 levels.
He doesn't lack confidence. Jay Davis not
telling his guys to be smart.
Well, and might have been telling the official, you can't even see that if we are lip reading correctly. In any event,
I didn't want to say everything that he said. That's why I didn't want to mention the lip reading part.
Lightly edited for clarity. Midway through the first half, Carolina by 10 and with it. Davis.
Right now.
North Carolina, though, has only turned it over 3 times so far in the first 16 minutes. Davis got to the rim.
Armando goes inside here.
So Leaky Black is just forcing Sebron to this side of the floor from the ball.
Just pinning him in the side of the floor, and there's just nothing there. And it has completely thrown his team off.
12-3, corner 3.
Don't want to leave that young man open. Now, he's an explosive enough scorer to make it interesting.
Among freshmen in the country, he came in tied for 2nd in 3-point makes. He's been lethal. Davis back quickly.
Great times and unbelievable group. And Coach Smith along with Coach Williams are 2 of the greatest to ever do it. Let's just call it what it is.
The Superdome in New Orleans against
Trick
Ewing.
9 minutes to go. Bickerstaff on the block against McCoy. Nice defense. I tell you what, BC's getting some good position inside. They can't convert. Davis all the way to the rim. Ashton Langford really working hard to keep the ball out of Caleb Love's hands. Good matchup there, offense and defense. Davis now. Off the backcourt again for Davis. Taken to the low block, but that was a really nice feed from post at the high post. 4 points, J.D. Zachary. Davis, a twisting drive. Play in this game, very efficient, very quiet. Hey, I'd like to see them get post down low a little bit more, put some pressure on Baycott. Black, right back to the corner in Davis. Love. High marks for dribbling. Davis pumps up the three. And he hits it with the clock.
Naheem Ali. They'll have it on Davis. No.
Great rebound by Mondo, just coming in there cleaning it up.
Davis a step back. Got that.
They like this matchup. He hasn't finished it. Oh, look at this.
Mott's missed it.
Buried him underneath, didn't know what to do.
Davis ahead of steam. To the basket and the foul. Only 2 points since. So Manic's been big. Leaky Black's been big. Love and Davis have combined for 25.
They've all had their moments at different times in the game, and that's what it's going to take for this ball club. They don't get much scoring from the bench, so everyone offensively has to do their part.
Virginia Tech needs a stop. Shot clock below 10. This is Love.
It's great defense by Virginia Tech here.
Davis hits.
Big 6 and 11 points to lead Wake. Davis pull up, pop. Here's Davis. Shook himself loose. Manic left open for three. North Carolina needed it. Does not fall. Offensive rebound, though. Davis in attack mode, and he can. Williamson, coast to coast. Back-to-back buckets for Davian Williamson. Wake Forest is 6 for 6 to start this second half. And Carolina had a terrific night in just his second game back from a torn Achilles. .20 from beyond the arc. RJ Davis step back three, and that finally.
When healthy, here's a run out. Charlie Moore driving, and good defense by RJ Davis. Roger Ayers saying all ball, much to Charlie's chagrin. Davis goes in, and Jordan Miller's going to be, maybe that factors in, but he's also so strong, takes up so much space, has a weight and strength advantage on Wardenberg. But
well, when he catches it that deep, he's got to be able to make that play.
And he's got 22. Biggest lead of the night, 32 for the Hurricanes. Maybe this is payback for the football game a couple of years ago when Carolina.
And we are underway in the Dean Dome in a rematch between two teams that met just 6 weeks ago in Atlanta. North Carolina won that matchup 79-62. RJ Davis had 23 in that
shoulder area in the head. They're going to make and take a look at it closer.
2 points plus the ball after the flagrant one. North Carolina a 5-point lead in the opening 2 minutes. Deep three, Davis hits it again. Smith straight to the rack, no good. Tempo's picked up here in Chapel Hill. Saturday, January 22nd, right here on the ACC Network. Stephen Deacon picking up a huge road win against Virginia today. RJ Davis sold the as he stepped in.
shoot. R.J. Davis from deep. Oh, he
class has made the Dean's List and obviously has been feasting on the court. That time he leads the offensive rebound from Leaky Black. Kick three.
Obviously, Armando Bacot, we talked about him at the tip, how dominant he was. But right here, great shooting. When we talked with Josh Pascal, he said, look, one of the things we're going to have to do in this game is make some threes. Right now, they're 2 of 9 from the three-point line for 22%. And credit North Carolina's defense. They've done a nice job contesting and then making it real difficult for them.
And R.J. Davis 1 for 5. They had that Ryan 3 on the last possession. That's Wirtz, no good. They need to get him going from the outside. A 40% three-point shooter the last 2 years. He struggled this year. Leschewski working on Manick, the Oklahoma transfer. Rebound Bacot. Carolina shorthanded today. No Dawson Garcia, out with a concussion. Davis hit. Caleb Love has been awfully quiet so far. Long 3 by Davis. The matchup again there. You had Wirtz with Bacot out on the perimeter. Goodwin now for 3. A 49% three-point shooter. Another rebounded by Bacot.
And the Irish, they're not trying to beat you on the drive and get to the rim. They're just trying to beat you to
threes in his last 2 games against the Tar Heels. Davis, the answer.
Oh, yeah, you got to. And Coach Davis got to use his best look here. Coming out of the timeout, out of bounds under.
Black gets it in. Davis, long 3. It's good.
It's not like that right there. Good way to start. Out of the timeout for DeMar Langford, their leading scorer at 12 points a game. Langford from Worcester, Mass. Brady Manick trying to back in on Karnick. Manick in the lineup for the injured Dawson Garcia, who left in the first minute with an apparent head injury. Harris, 3 is good. Pretty shot in 3 minutes.
Earl Grant changing things up. Now extends the defensive pressure. See if they can try to turn North Carolina over. Now they fall back into their half-court man.
Do you like that changeup?
Well, they have to do something to try to change and disrupt North Carolina's offense, because right now it's just been 2
for 23 points. Manick has 12. Bickerstaff the fadeaway. That was an awkward shot. Heels on another run. This one 15-4. Davis. Wow, uncontested. Averages more than 10 points per game. And get this, Malcolm. Tar Heels' largest first-half lead since January 8, 2017, when they led by 33 against NC State. R.J. Davis connects. What else?
Earl Grant. A disappointment would be the effort. It's just been easy for North Carolina. A lot of this right here continues.
From anybody in terms of their schedule, Dan.
No, they sure haven't. They've played a very difficult schedule. They're a veteran team. They're anxious to come in here and see what they can do.
Tar Heels win the tap, have the ball first.
Starting the man-to-man.
Yep. Here is Caleb Love. Dawson Garcia with Leaky Black. R.J. Davis. And, of course, Armando Bacot. 12 to shoot against the pressure. Here's Bacot on the catch. Out front, Davis a 3. The lead is 6. Forrest hesitates. Trying to bounce it to Duhart. Turned over. Love. Davis. Attacks and hangs. Largest lead in the
top, and that's what gave Duhart the opportunity.
Yep. Here's Davis on the drive, the scoop and the score.
Well, we've seen.
Well, what a wonderful gentleman he was in ACC basketball, Mike Patrick. 3-ball dealt. And the rebound. Kerwin Walton on the floor out of the timeout. The first time we've seen the sophomore from Hopkins, Minnesota. Davis, a spot-up jumper.
I love the idea that unless the Mountaineers can go on a little bit of a run, this game is going to get away from them.
Yep, Manic the rebound of the Gregory miss. Carolina doing this with Love on the bench, and Davis on the one hand. Coast to coast.
Upset with his team's defensive effort. You know, coaches always have to have something to complain about.
Look at the strip by Anthony Harris. Outlet for Davis. He's got friends. He'll lay it up and in.
That's it there for Appalachian State. They just can't get anybody inside.
And Forrest turns it over. Davis is off to the races again, and he'll lay it in.
Second row. Back to Minnesota. Take it back to Prior Lake with you. Under 4.5 to replace. Once again, stuck deep. Under 5. 4 to shoot. Davis is going to have to get it up there over Wheeler. And he got the roll and the bounce off the back of the... A little lingerie on the deck. If at first or second you don't succeed, give it a third one. Oh, we have seen some footwork, as you say, with the puppies. Those two guys today. With a lot of work. Become that efficient. There's a little back screen, a little late entry, though. Jumper from the free throw line for Davis. Soft, feathery delivery. 20-point lead again. He's becoming a load, isn't he? He is. In or out. He can stay out of foul trouble. He's going to be a load against everybody they play. Nice drive by R.J. Davis.
That stops a 13-2 North Carolina run. It was a 39-all game at halftime. Davis pretzels inside.
Better of the team. And that is something we're celebrating alongside Armando Bacot's productivity here in the second half.
Hubert Davis telling us this morning he feels he's got as good a backcourt as anybody in all of Division I. There is Davis from inside.
He's a sharpshooter, and Andrew Junkin, a Mississippi State transfer, is out there for Mike Schrage, but Davis has the pick and the layup. Burford thought about it. Gets in traffic and then turned it over. Trying to feed Graham. Here's Davis the other way. R.J. Davis, tough shot.
Ball, whether it's in transition or in your half-court sets, get the ball in the paint.
Woods a three. Black skies for the rebound. Davis, 3 ball. On his 4th field goal. Love with 13 after the fall away. Open the scoring, so it's still an 8-point Carolina lead. Bacot, double team there. Crosses for Davis on the hard drive and one.
Pastor, but we won't call it a complete rebuild, but a lot of those huge pieces are gone.
R.J. Davis, high school in Queens.
All right, so now I'm going to trivia you, Dougie Fresh.
All right.
Khalid Moore wears number 12.
Uh-oh.
The same high school as the greatest number 12 at Georgia Tech, which Khalid Moore shouldn't be able to wear that uniform because it should be retired. Whose uniform is that?
I'm not a uniform number guy, but it's got to be Kenny Anderson.
That would be Mr. Chibbs, a.k.a. Kenny Anderson, very efficiently. He does not hunt shots. He gets the majority of his looks within the flow of the offense.
Bacot already with 7 rebounds. At
star prospects and making them pros when they leave.
DeVoe misfires. Yeah, and when he says we are 5-star developers, that's not just a innocuous reference. He wants to let you know that we may not be able to get 5 stars every time out in Carolina and Duke, but we are certainly developing as well as anybody.
And Bacot didn't like the first possession coming out of the timeout, but that one much more favorable.
Sean May, of course, one of the assistants under Hubert Davis, former Tar Heels great, 2005 Final Four most outstanding.
And now you see the 1-3-1 zone extended out to half court. We talked about Josh Pastner and his ability to change defenses and going to give North Carolina a different look. But with the shooters on the floor for the Tar Heels, you have to be careful. And also, offensive rebounding can become a problem. When Michael DeVoe got into the painted area, there were 4 light blue jerseys surrounding him, not really giving him any opportunities, forcing him to give the basketball up to make someone else for Georgia Tech beat them.
Bacot works quickly, kicks it back out.
Georgia Tech turning defense into offense, turnovers turning into points on the other end of the floor, allowing the Rambling Wreck to cut this lead back to 13.
Here's R.J. Davis. Little hesitation, tough.
And you better believe, I like Michigan, and I love seeing a little bit more.
Well, we are back to the action here in our Sonic blockbuster between Michigan and North Carolina. And a little float rolls home for R.J. Davis as Carolina.
What a job Coach K's done in his career.
A takeaway for R.J. Davis cruises in for 2.
A simple layup, no showtime. I'm proud of him. Mo's on her side. Momentum. They get it big time. And my producer's talking to my ear about Tyler Hansbrough. He said,
R.J. Davis adds 3 more.
R.J. said,
a lot more energy. A lot better than what they played against Tennessee.
It's a long straightaway 3 for the Bulldogs and a miss from Luke Lawson. The ball to Asheville, so the arrow now favoring North Carolina here in the first half, inside of 12 minutes to go. Side rim, and Davis wants to run. It was Battle, and now Jones. Bacot may have got a piece of that one. Trying to go back the other way. On Pember.
That's where Jones has got to be shot ready.
Jude deep in the shot clock, front rim, and Manick. That's 8 rebounds now for Brady Manick, the Oklahoma transfer. Spent 4 seasons in Norman, made 235 three-pointers. This time he wants an assist, and he'll get it as Davis hits the
bench it off the glass and in. And Santiago Vescovi with that bucket. He's got a dozen.
Good hands.
Davis goes and tracks it down. R.J. Davis and the Tar Heels down a dozen. 9-2 run. Davis and 1.
Guy, John, but really has made an effort over the last part of his career to be just a great. He's always been a great players coach. He pushes hard. We're sitting next to Grant Williams. I saw practice a month ago to me. I've got a kid you are going to love.
Bacot with the rebound. R.J. Davis jumper. That'll go.
Yep. That broke the principle of verticality right there. That was obvious. They'll miss some.
Davis. Step back. Smooth shot for R.J. Davis. Ivy hangs. Can't hit. Davis jumper. Got
nice. Yeah, really nice by R.J.
Davis out to Love. And look at Garcia hustling down the rebound.
Nice. Pass it.
Davis inside, and that'll go.
Needs a Fitbit.
Yeah, he's getting his steps in on the sideline. Davis buries it.
Team, this is going to electrify the Dean Dome on some occasions this season.
Great look as they move the ball. Davis, corner 3. And rolled out. Garcia the board. Davis probing inside, gets it to go.
Man.
He's going right back in. This time he's on Bacot. A bigger man. He forced the pass. And a rare turnover for the Cougars. Davis. Oh, wow. How sweet was Meeks, nice catch. Smith, 3. Didn't go. Those were dropping in the first half.
Yeah, that again, I think Carolina's defense in transition that time was not bad.
Davis has really created well here in the second half, and he finishes that up.
But we're coming out, we're playing our way. And part of that is how we see how they guard ball screens. They're gonna blitz a lot. They're gonna be aggressive. They're not gonna be scared, if you will. But right now, R.J. Davis turns the corner, gets right down Broadway, trying to guard him.
Yeah, he's a little extra there after the floater, and degree of difficulty tough. But
check the Brown bench right now. These guys are into it, feeling it right now. Not at all intimidated by the number 19 team in the nation. Jalen Gainey, the defensive player of the year in the Ivy League, singled up with Dawson Garcia. Davis loses his man, knocks it down. Over Kerwin Walden. You've got to clean up your defensive glass. They've not done that, but they have done what you just saw Marin do. Get to the rim and finish.
Well, if I'm Hubert Davis, I'm telling these guys right now with this lineup, nobody shoots until Bacot touches the ball.
Leaky Black a little loose with it. Davis gets it to go.
Martin, we talked about transition D. Well, the problem has been for North Carolina, they haven't been able to get into their transition because Brown hasn't missed.
Yeah.
So they've been able to set their D after they make baskets in. I think that's North Carolina's, that's their strength.
Lilly was switched on to Bacot. They don't get him the ball, but Davis 59 and 55 respectively. Brown on top.
And Brown goes zone out of bounds. Let's see if they can get Bacot for Brown. And another interesting number. Fast break points. Brown has got 11 to 4 for North Carolina.
They tried to switch back out. The guard Lilly got a lot of contact there. Friday cleared out R.J. Davis. No call. Love looking to run. To your point, the transition D has been good by Brown. They've also made a lot of shots. It's helped them. Davis has made a lot of shots. Under 2 to play. 3-point game.
I'm going right down low to Bacot. Run your action, run a little clock, and then get Bacot down low on the block.
And he steps out a little bit. The double comes. He escaped dribbles. They get it reversed to the hot hand. R.J. Davis, big triple.
On both ends. Friday, defensively tough. Offensively, he's hit some big shots. None bigger than that right there.
Wojcik almost jumped the passing lane. Now he backs up. Bacot with the ball screen with Love. Kick to Manick, looks inside to Bacot, good kick out to Leaky Black, not a shooter. He's a shooter.
To be a one-and-done player. The first mock draft, I believe, for the start of the season, he was ranked 10th. As R.J. Davis, another one of those heralded freshmen a year ago. Especially, Jalen Andrews talk about Coach Tiny. They have a tremendous amount of respect for her, not only from the standpoint of what she does for this team, but how much better she's made each and every one of them. And she grinded for this job. Of course, Kevin Brodus, the head coach at Morgan State, where she was a video coordinator.